So this video is about why the narcissist wants to pretty much devour you and devour your soul. So I grew up with a narcissistic mother, and I've attracted a lot of narcissists into my life. Too many to name, as I'm sure a lot of you have. Being a highly sensitive person, someone that can feel others, and being empathic is very much a huge magnet for narcissists. Okay, if you agree with me, say amen down below, leave a comment down below. So anyway, narcissists love to devour your soul because they want to leave you being an empty shell. They want to gain their power by making you feel powerless. So the less power that you have, powerless, okay, let's think about that word for a second. The less power that you have, the more power that they gain and the more that they feel in control. Have you ever noticed that a lot of narcissists sometimes, like your Grammy or your grandpa or your mom or your dad's, they tend to live like a really long time, like a vampire. You're like, this person seems immortal. This person seems like they're gonna live forever. And they're just the meanest, nastiest person you just ever met. And they just love to see people cry, and they love to gossip about people, and they like to find out what their neighbors are up to and peek in everybody's windows and stuff. Yeah, it's because they're energy vampires. It's true. They are immortal in a sense because they're feeding off of your energy. Here you are looking like a shell of yourself, not looking the same. You got bags under your eyes, you got anxiety disorders, panic disorders, and you're not feeling good about yourself, and you're constantly tearing yourself down and telling yourself how you're worthless and all of this stuff, and then they're just over there and they look like they're just doing fine, right? And you're just like, why is evil winning? Because in the movies we see, good always wins over evil. Those superhero movies, you see the good people will triumph and be victorious in the end, and you will. But it's only when you take your power back. Otherwise, they're just going to keep sucking your soul dry. You know that movie, The Little Mermaid? Some of y'all won't know what that is, but others of you will. Some of y'all will be too young, you little youngins out there. But Little Mermaid, go and watch that movie. In that movie, you got the Little Mermaid, right? And then you have, what's the sea witch's name? Ursula? Yeah, so you have Ursula, and that part when she takes the Little Mermaid's, Ariel's voice. When she takes Ariel's voice and you can see that light coming out, right? It's just like that. It's just like that's what a narcissist does. They're like Ursula and you're like the Little Mermaid. Even if you're a dude, they're Ursula and you're the Little Mermaid, and they're sucking you dry, and they will not stop until they get that satisfaction of seeing you just writhing in pain, feeling like you've lost your sense of direction, feeling like you can't live without them, feeling like you can't make it on your own. You'll hear them say things like, oh, you won't ever find anybody like me. Good. You'll hear them say, oh, I raised you, I struggled, I had 7 jobs, and this is how you repay me. I will always be your mom, I will always be your dad, so you need to listen to me. Wrong. No, you don't. You're an adult now. If you're an adult watching this, then no, you don't. If you have your own place, no, you don't. Those things are control tactics. Those are means to an end. Yes, thank you. They're means to an end. What they're really trying to do, and this is like a lot of my experience, and I know some of y'all have experienced different things, and some of y'all have experienced the same things as I have. But what happens is when you become dependent on them, and you always need to go to them, then you start doubting yourself, and you start doubting your ability to make your own decisions, and you start doubting your ability to even be an adult or a person that can be independent and not codependent. See, narcissists are highly codependent, so they want you to cohabitate with their insanity. I said it. They want you to cohabitate with their insanity, thus they will be able to devour your soul, and they will be able to tear you down so much that you just give in, and it's like a war. It's a war zone. It's a spiritual war too. I mean, look at it. It definitely is a spiritual war. So get away from the narcissist. It's going to take you some time. It's easier said than done. Of course, it's going to take you some time. You're going to have to take the proper steps. Get yourself into therapy. You can find a good therapist and even get some coaching. I myself am a life coach. I'm not open yet to coaching sessions. I'm still working on some things within myself. So I don't feel ready. Okay? I'm just going to be straight with y'all that are watching this. I'm not completely healed, so I don't feel like I'm capable of coaching completely yet. And I'm going to be honest about that because I still have a lot of healing to do. So right now I'm going to make these videos until I feel I'm where I can be to coach. Videos is one thing, but coaching one-on-one is quite another. And when it comes to narcissism, now I can coach you on other things, but when it comes to narcissism, I myself am still tackling that and trying to get my own soul, my own balance back. So I love y'all guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. And if you want to, don't forget to subscribe and let's break that cycle.